Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Have you ever had one of those days where you really didn't know what to paint and you just didn't really want to do anything detailed? So I was kind of just scrolling around online and I saw a couple other artists do this loose, flowy flower and it's really loose and it's really easy. And this is my take on it. And I'm actually even going to do it a little bit different today. But this is no mess, or it can be a mess, but no worries. Um, don't have to worry about trying to be exact. You're just creating a page of flowers and lines. And so this is what we're going to do today. They started with um, a just some scribble lines. And what I decided to do today is you can see the scribble lines on here. I did it with a pink and I'm using a water-soluble crayon. I'm going to do it in green because I'm going to try to make this like a vine. And if it doesn't turn out that way, then it'll just be part of the leaves of the flowers. Anyway, you just go and you just make some squiggle lines. And I'm going to do several. And I'm just making some squiggle lines. And that's all there is to it. Let's maybe go down this way. And then we're just going to dive right into it. Like I said, I don't have any definite plans for this. Matter of fact, I'm just going to set this one that I did off to the side because I don't even want to look at it. I want to make this one what it is today. And there's no pressure here. So I'm just taking a larger round brush. It's a size 10, and I am going to make some blobs, and I'm going to make my flowers in the white spaces and try to leave some of the green spaces exposed because this is water-soluble crayon that I used. So I'm going to just start with some pinks. And whatever color that I have on my brush, I'm going to make sure that I uh, do a couple of them in the spaces. So when I rinse, um, I'm starting a new color. So, and there's no right or wrong way of doing this. And these flowers may not even really look like flowers. Or you're going to go, what did I do there? That one might look like a bud. So I'm going to rinse my brush there. I kind of enjoyed doing this when I was practicing because it's kind of relaxing. And we want it to be. This project's not about trying to make it look like something. It will look like something, but it won't be exact. This is just playing. This is just experimenting with your brush strokes. Let's add maybe one here. Trying to do different designs with my brush. Now I'm going to rinse again. And let's go in with, I forgot to tell you, you needed to activate your paints and you needed to wet them down. And the reason I'm telling you that is because I didn't do this one palette over here. I'm using two different palettes because actually this cheaper palette has a variety of colors in it, more so than my Mei-ling ones. All right, let's do this orange flower. Kind of peachy color. And do a couple of those. And let's go in with maybe a blue. I have quite a bit of paint water on my brush there, and I didn't mean to. Um, that's kind of what I do. I get too carried away, too much in a hurry. And why wouldn't this be any different? Kind of just trying to rush this along. We're going to go back and add some more definition in these too. Um, so don't worry, we'll fix it. We'll try to fix it. Put it that way. And we're just making blobs or something that kind of resembles a flower. Don't know if mine are doing that right now. All right. Kind of a different purple. That one's pretty. Oh, let's add one here. The looks of these are loose. Did I tell you these were loose flowers? They are loose. You have to use your imagination on some of these. Because I don't know what I got going on here. Oh, let's try a yellow. And you want to add as many as you can in here to fill the page. Because we're just playing. Remember that. We're just playing. All right, let's add a couple more. What color should I add here? Let's do this kind of brighter orangey color. And maybe a small one in here. What is that one? I don't know if you guys can see that one. That does not look like a flower. That was supposed to look like a flower bed, but it doesn't really look like that. We'll fix it. I think we'll fix it. What was I thinking? All right, let's now on some of the ones that we started at the beginning, I'm going to go in with a brown color. Let me find my brown color. And I'm going to try, my brush is going to be fairly wet. And I want it to have quite a bit of paint on it. And I'm just going to make a blot in the middle of some, like the center of the flower. And we're going to do that on most of the flowers, all the flowers. And if the color runs, that's okay. I kind of wanted it to. So I want to, like that one right there, it kind of is blooming out. That one too. Like this one that I'm not sure what it is. We'll make the bud part come down there. That helped it. And we're just going to add centers in these. And then I want to go back in. I think I got some sort of center in all of these. That one really spread out. So while those are drying, I'm going to go in with this angled brush here. it's called a dagger, but I'm going to go in and make some green leaves while the flowers are drying, because then we want to go back and kind of mess with our flowers a little bit more. Get some of these greens watered up here. And I'm just going to come in and, oh, that is not pretty. I don't know what was in that green. Don't like that. I don't think I want to be using an angled brush. I think I need to go back to my round brush. And I've got that one loaded up with paint here. And I'm just going to randomly get some green in. I want some of this brighter green. And we're just kind of adding some leaves around, filling up the page. I'm not worried about, obviously, I'm not worried about it making it look like something too much, because it's kind of looking pretty random here. And then on these vines, these green pieces that I did with the crayon, I'm just going to add the tip of my brush. I'm going to go in and just make it look like there's some, it's a vine with some leaves attached to it. And I'm just pushing, using the tip of my brush and pushing down, tip and pushing down. And I've got a lot of paint on my brush here. So I'm just using it until I don't have any more paint anymore, and I'll have to get some more. We'll do a different color. And just play with this. Have fun with it. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I really, honestly, I'm not sure why, other than to keep yourself from trying to um, be really controlled. Maybe the lines were just to help you guideline where to put the uh, flowers. But I kind of wanted to make it into a vine. All right, we're going to let that dry. And I'm going to go in with my smaller round brush, and I'm going to pick up, let's see, a darker red here. And I'm just going to kind of maybe add some more dimension to some of these flowers. Give them a little bit more oomph. So there's some lights and darks in them. And I think we'll do that with the little rosebud. I don't know if I'm making this worse or I'm. 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 add some more dimension to some of these flowers. But really, not sure what it's doing. They're shaping up. Make that look more like a leaf, because that blob is like, whoo, what's going on there? Taking some of this lighter green, like that one. It's like, that was one of those ones I did at the beginning. It's like, what is that? Oh, we gotta fix that flower as well. I don't know what happened there. And let's see, I'm gonna take this lighter green and maybe add some more petals on this green vine that I made. It's fun just to do this. And like I said, you don't have to think about it too hard. And don't stress if you make mistakes. I've made plenty on this. I don't like some of the shapes I made, and but I'm just going back and trying to fill them in and make them look like something. And if they don't end up looking like something, don't worry about it. This isn't about. This is just to have fun and loosen your mind and play with color, play with your paint. I wonder if I'm going to take just a clean, this round brush, and it's just a clean, with just water. And I'm going to go over this watercolor crayon just a little bit and smooth out that line a little bit. And then I want to go back in with my some of the flowers, try to help them out a little bit more. Yeah, that kind of helped lighten up the vine a little bit. And that actually looks like a leaf within the flower within the leaf, that shape that made. Have you guys ever had one of those days where you just like, I don't know what to paint? I'm kind of at a block. That's why we rely on looking at each other's stuff on wherever you're online, and getting inspired by other people. That helps. I'm gonna add little black dots in here on some of these and make the center of the flower look deeper, like it's a like that one spread out. My paint was a little wet on that one. Um, yeah, what happened to that one? We'll just, so this one bled a little bit, but I'm kind of liking that. Then I'm going to take my clean brush on some of these that are really wet. I'm going to try to pull some color out and make some lines. Like a starburst, if you will. maybe that one really bled. That purple one, I think I better go back in with some purple or a blue here. What color do I got going on here? Probably with this purple. That to be more washed out. I don't know what I'm doing here. Got too much water on my brush again. What did I say to you guys? We were painting loose flowers, and they are loose. Let's go in with, I'm going to try this angled brush again. Why not? I'm just going to kind of make in some of these white spaces here, like down here, like it's like the green, the grass or the leaves are really coming out. And use the angled part of this brush and make some real skinny leaves coming up from that vine. Yeah. I'm trying to fill in a lot of the white space. And I need to go, let's see, I need to fix some of these flowers that I kind of botched up. See if I can salvage them a little bit. So I'm pulling off some of the color. And I'm going to try to see if I can salvage them. I'm going to take my my filbert brush here, and I'm going to get just a little bit of this purple on it, but I don't want too much. So that was my problem. I got it too, I had it too loaded up with paint. I'm going to add some of this blue in here when I have my paint a little wet. I don't know if that helped at all. So I'm going to kind of get this one. Even though I think I've messed up a lot, it's not looking too bad. I'm going to do something there with that one. Really what I'm doing right now is just trying to go in and touch up some of these flowers that I'm not sure what I did. And I'm just trying to salvage some of these. Like, I don't know what. Sometimes do you ever just overwork and overwork and overwork? It's still looking okay. I haven't lost it completely. Let's go back in here with this yellow. There, that helped that one. And my paint's wet there. That's all right. That kind of looks like a little pansy. There, that was okay on that one. All right, see what we can do here. Oh, that brightened that one up. That turned out better. And let's see what we can do here. All right, I think I want to go in and brighten up some of these original leaves I did. It's not looking too bad. I think I salvaged it. I think I um, fixed it a little bit. And as you can see, even with the best intentions, you feel like a lot of times you feel like, oh no, what did I do? And then you can revive it. And I feel like I've done that. Are they the best flowers I've ever done? No. Was this fun? Yeah. Oh gosh, you can just get carried away and you can keep going here. I put some purple in my brush here for a couple of these centers that kind of looked a little muted. And I think that actually is working. All right, you can fill this page as full as you want it. You can leave it more of the white space. I think I'll go in with, let's see what I got going on here. With this kind of, this blue-green color. And I'm just gonna, and I don't have a lot of spaces left, but I'm gonna kind of make some more green. And I'm using the tip of my brush again. And I'm making like little vines. In some of those spaces that I feel like are a little, I want to fill up a lot of this page. Yeah, like what happened here? We've got a little green forest going on here. I'm going to add some of that, oh, that blue green to kind of give some of these, maybe it looks like it's coming off of the flower a little bit. That helped. Oh, where do you see some spots? You're probably seeing stuff that I'm not seeing, and you're going, why isn't she going and fixing that? Okay, I think before this painting goes any more south, I'm going to try to remove some of this color off of a couple of them. I'm going to take my paper towel. And that kind of helps give them, oh, a little bit of dimension here, especially where I pulled up the paint just a little bit. Yeah, that, I don't know if you can see that one. That helped that one. Gave it some dimension. And I just smeared that one. Okay, now, you know what? I think I'm going to dry it real quick. I'm going to just do a couple little teeny finishing touches. I think before I do too much, some lessons learned. I always have the paint brushes too wet. They were in some spots, but actually a lot of this, it created some nice blooms of color. Some of them look muddy. Some of them turned out okay. And that's okay. That's what this was for. This was not to, like I said, this wasn't to like, I'm going to create this beautiful flower. These are very loose, very, I wouldn't even know what kind of flowers they are. And would there be this many different kind of flowers in a setting? I don't think so. We're just playing here. And that was the purpose of this, is to just to experiment. And now that my a lot of this is dry, because like I said, I rushed a little bit too much. Imagine that. Um, I'm able to go back and make these centers a little bit nicer on some of these. And that helps. That makes that kind of adds to the painting when you can add the little details that, like, oh, that's what it needed. That's what happened. I'm gonna go in with some of this blue. That flower's just interesting, isn't it? Go in, make my center. And you see, I'm layering and adding more dimension in some of these. Pulling some of the color out with my clean brush. You can do that as well. Anyway, I think I better stop before I go too far with it. But I think it actually turned out okay. I'm okay with it. Like I said, is it one of my better pieces? I don't think so. Was it fun? Most definitely. Um, would I probably do it again? Sure. Well, my paper just moved here. This is a fun exercise to do when, like I said, I really didn't know what to paint. It turned out okay, and it was all about experimenting and what do I always say, and enjoying the process. And I hope you'll try this, and don't beat yourself up if if it didn't turn out exactly the way you wanted it. Um, I don't even know what I had in mind. So I'm okay with this. There's some ones that I don't care more than others, but you know what? That happens in every painting, and we can be our hardest critics, honestly, if you want to know the truth. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you get your paints out, get your watercolor stick out, and just draw some squiggles and turn it into some art. I'll be over here doing that thing I do, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.